Hello everybody, Joe here with Garden of Luma. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys a quick backyard tour. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Show you guys everything I'm growing here, just to give you guys some perspective. I am in the Phoenix, Arizona area, which is growing zone 9B, a hot, dry desert climate. And I started Garden of Luma back in 2016 and planted a lot of these trees around that time to give you a time frame for how old a lot of these trees are. Some of them are a bit more recent, but the majority of them were planted in 2016. If you guys have any interest in working with me, I am starting to do some coaching and consulting. If you guys are new to gardening here in the Phoenix, Arizona area, you just don't know how to get started, what to do, what to grow, or maybe you've tried and failed, I will link down below if you're interested in working with me on improving your garden or just getting started and that kind of thing. So just to start off here, this is one of my canistils that I've grown from seed here. It is mid-December here too, so I'm getting ready to start frost protecting some of my more cold sensitive trees. This is one of my sapodillas. This is the Tikal variety. Right next to it is my Bradenton loquat, and you can see it's starting to put out flower buds here. One of the rare things that tends to flower for me in the winter time. Fruits in like late April, early May, I start getting fruit off of this. Come around here. This here is a Silas Wood sapodilla. And I actually have a few fruits on it. You can see one there. This one is growing in a container as well. I have an Indonesian seedless guava back there. And that's just a volunteer loquat that I've just left grow there. I kind of chopped it back a little bit to encourage some branching. I have Rosboro blackberries just growing crazy all over here underneath these large ash trees. This here is a Subel white sapote bushing out here, and also looks like it's starting to flower. This in a container is a red hybrid Jaboticaba. Back next to one of my ash trees, kind of tough to see, but this thing is massive. One of my other canistils from seed, but this one is in a container. And I didn't realize the growth habit of these, especially grown from seed, is just basically straight up. So the two in the ground I did cut back to encourage low branching, but this one I just kind of let go, and it is just huge for a container plant. This is my wax jambu. And my early grand peach tree, which is losing a lot of its leaves, which it should be doing here in the winter time. It is a deciduous tree. My Caracara navel orange, which has a good amount of fruit on it. And it is right about the start of citrus season for us here. This is an Adamoya, grown from an African Pride seed here in the ground. Some of my raised beds. I did not do any winter planting this year, but I have a sweet habanero that I left in the ground. Kind of looks like it's getting zapped by the cold a little bit there. This is a Parfianca pomegranate, which also has lost a lot of its leaves for the winter, along with my Sherwood jujube. So I'll be pruning those probably in January. This is my Tango mandarin, which is the youngest tree in my yard. I put this in the ground, I want to say late 2019 maybe, somewhere in there. Barbie pink guava in a container. Barbados cherry tucked back there. I can see a cherry on it. I've had some cherries recently off of that. Figs here. Most of them have lost all of their leaves. Violet Day Bordeaux. Peter's honey right there. Conandria there. I have a mulberry wedged back in here. This is the dwarf variety. It's kind of hard to see because it's lost all its leaves. Peruvian white guava. This thing just gets loaded with guavas. This is my Itamaraca mango back there. Definitely needs some frost coverage here soon. And Black Mission fig here's bare. Most of its leaves are gone. Okay, I got lemongrass. It's kind of needs to be cut back, but there's a sugar apple wedged back there. That's growing in a container. Kit mango's tucked in there, kind of hard to see with all this growth around it. There's a Gary mango here, a Carrie that's in a container back there. Come around here. There's another Adamoya grown in a container from the same seeds. A Jamaican cherry wedged in there in a container. I'll come around and show you my last canistel. Okay, so here's a third of my canistel seedlings here. This one's a lot taller than the other one in the ground. Wedged up in here next to my mango and bougainvillea that needs to be cut back a lot. All right, check me out at gardenofluma.com. I provide more tips on gardening and growing fruit trees, especially in hot, dry climates like our desert here. All right, thanks for watching.